Hello, my name is Dana. Our group also consists of Kelsey, Jameson, Brian, and Jason. After talking, we all have realized that we are very interested in this topic because we just want a more in-depth idea of why it's a wicked problem, and we want to learn more about what specifically the City of Phoenix is doing to help alleviate this issue and solutions that have been proposed to fix it. Everyone in our group brings a very unique perspective, which will be very helpful moving forward. For example, Jameson and Kelsey have both lived in Phoenix for quite some time. Jameson has lived here since the 1970s, and Kelsey was born and raised in Phoenix. And so they both have really witnessed firsthand how the urban heat island effect has affected the city of Phoenix, and they've experienced the increasing temperatures within the city each year. Myself, I'm from Minnesota, and so the urban heat island effect wasn't as extreme in Minnesota as I have found it to be here in Phoenix after living here for about 5 years. And so that's what caught my eye to it. And Brian has lived in Maui and now just moved to Washington. And so that's going to be very helpful, I think, to just have his experience of two very different geographic locations. And so it's also going to be very helpful because we are all on the same time zone, and we've already found communicating to be very easy for us. We're using Google Docs and Google Drive, and we're all on around midday, mid-afternoon. And so we communicate on there. Our biggest group strategy is going to be just open communication, get the project done, the part that you got assigned, and if you have any issues, everyone's super helpful with answering any questions. And moving forward, I propose that our group name will be Phoenix because it's the one thing that really brought all 5 of us together, and we're going to be learning so much about this great city, and so that will be our team name, and that's everyone in our group.
Hi, my name is Jamie. So, no doubt, Phoenix's continuous rise in temperature over the past several years has become a major environmental issue for the greater metropolitan area. In this presentation, I'm going to talk about the stakeholders involved in the Phoenix Urban Heat Index situation. And stakeholders are individuals, organizations, or other entities that positively or negatively affect or impact others' actions, or they are positively or negatively affected by others' actions. Low-income families typically live in areas that are the hottest areas of the Phoenix metropolitan area. Low-income families also tend to be maybe not as equipped to deal with the temperatures um, than other people who might be able to afford a higher air conditioning bill every month, for example. Phoenix is perhaps a flagship city for the low-density urban heat island, comprising much recent construction, extensive sprawl and paving, and many single-family residences. A more dense urban fabric concentrates the stakeholders and many make capital improvements such as highly reflective building elements more appealing. There are other main stakeholders involved. A confluence of complementary interests existed between several local and national agencies keen on applying urban meteorological investigation within the Phoenix metropolitan area. So here's a graphic just to give you an idea of the increase of the urban heat island in the Phoenix area um, from 1988 to 2004. These three images right here show the mean monthly minimum air temperature patterns interpolated through ordinary 5-year periods in the Phoenix metropolitan area. It's in figure A, it's 1990 through 1994. B is 1994 through 1999, and then C 2000 to 2004.
My name is Brian Perkins, and I will be discussing the impacts and drivers of the heat island effect in Phoenix, Arizona. This is a TSR framework for the heat island effect that is currently impacting the Phoenix metropolitan area. The heat island results in hotter days, higher wind speeds, greater costs of living for residents, and loss of habitat. If left unchecked, these impacts are only going to compound, resulting in a larger heat island. Because of this, people will suffer from heat stroke. Agriculture may risk facing Dust Bowl-like conditions. And more resources will have to be outsourced than ever before. The Phoenix heat island has several drivers contributing to the problem. The drivers consist of both direct and indirect factors. The direct drivers of the problem are small scale, such as AC unit heat transfer, large scale, like global climate change, and contribute to each other, as well as contributing to the heat island effect itself. There are also indirect drivers contributing to the problem, such as monocropping, city planning, and building efficiency, to name a few. It is not always obvious the effect that these indirect drivers have on the heat island. This makes the heat island effect a wicked problem through how vague and complex it really is.
Hi, I'm Jason Putt, and I'll be going over what platform we will use primarily, how we collaborate, and how we will ensure that we regularly complete our assignments while taking time zones differences into account. So we'll be working within some of Google's features. We made a team drive where all of our project assignments have been organized into folders. One of the documents created is a list of our contact information so that we can easily communicate. While we do have our documents available to add content to comment on, we will use GChat as an effective and primary way to communicate in real time. Through this, we've shared our time availabilities and found that most times evenings are the best time to collaborate together. In addition to that, a timeline has been created so as to keep us on track in pacing ourselves with upcoming assignments.
Hi, this is Kelsey Rasmussen, and I'm going to be talking to you about our communication methods and also how we are going to ensure that each team member contributes equally to the project. For communication, we've been primarily using GChat, But we also exchanged phone numbers in case of emergencies. So if somebody has some technical difficulties or if they can't meet a deadline for whatever reason, we just wanted that communication channel open. We're also using the comments and chat functionality within the actual Google Documents so that we can collaborate in real time, comment back and forth to each other, and really collaborate on the content of our presentation. We've set up a Google Drive just to kind of share all of our information with folders and where we're posting all of our documents to collaborate on. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is our project group page. You can see a bunch of documents posted, a bunch of folders posted, just to kind of keep everybody on the same page of what we need to turn in and when it's all due. So in order to ensure that everybody's contributing equally to our project, basically we're planning the work and then we're working the plan. That's something that I learned in another class. But as you can see, we're listing out all of the individual tasks that need to be completed in order to turn in this project in its final form. And then we're allowing the whole team to just go in there and kind of pick what they want to do. But first, we're making sure that the tasks are broken out evenly based on how many people we have in our team. So here's the assignment of tasks for actually this video project. We broke it out into 8 different tasks for everyone to pick and choose what they wanted to work on, obviously making sure that all of the tasks are completed.